What's up, EXEs, Mobius, Immortals? This is Silver.Exe. Today we're going to be reacting to a video that I just wanted to react to because it's actually something that I'm glad somebody's actually talking about. It's the heartbreaking end of Scourge the Hedgehog, the Archie Comics 1992 to 2016. Yes, I do like it when the fandom actually talks about the the Archie original run of the Sonic comics. So yeah, I wanted to just react to this video as a normal thing. So if you guys enjoyed this, make sure you guys leave your comments in the comment section below, and we're gonna get right into this. Yes, what the hell happened?
Good day, scholars. Today we will be looking at Scourge the Hedgehog, a character you would assume is every fan's dream OC. He's actually from the Sonic the Hedgehog comic series and its spin-off by Archie Comics. If you're a fan of Scourge the Hedgehog, dash that like button now, scholars. You talk about Edgy, because this is literally the role model for edgy, where every wannabe the Hedgehog tries their best to be edgy, but never live up to Scourge's.
Because Shadow wasn't supposed to be edgy.
This badass Hedgehog is literally how I envision the 90s Sega Sonic with the attitude that played all the dirty tricks on Nintendo. Of course, that was never Sonic, but when you hear the stories from back in those days, something like Scourge, or Anti-Sonic is how you imagine Sonic, the biker jacket wearing, bubblegum popping ass clown. Of course, otherwise known as Anti-Sonic or Evil Sonic and ruler of Mobius, Scourge did start off as a rival to Sonic, occasionally fighting
pretty much, and then he became a weakling.
Master Emerald. At one point, trying to wield the Chaos Energy to become stronger than Sonic.
Right.
During this, Locke actually punched Scourge whilst absorbing the energy, and he transformed into the green-hued character, which
and then became actually strong.
Sonic. Yes, he became the embodiment of every fan OC. But before we go any further, I must ask you all the most important question in the history of history. What the hell happened? Why has Scourge the Hedgehog's legacy become a goddamn disgrace to the Sonic franchise, as well as his sudden, unexplained, unexpected disappearance thanks to the Super Genesis wave? How can you let an incredibly developed character go to waste and never return? Well, today, we're going to let the modern fandom know just who the hell Scourge is and revive his life.
Archie had a lot of issues, internal issues.
Scourge was created by Ken Penders, and as I said, he initially had the same exact appearance as Sonic, but with the Terminator leathers. When Anti-Sonic became Scourge after absorbing the Chaos Energy, his design changed in the most subtler ways too, to go along with the obvious green. He had the mask, torso, eye color, green to blue, green sneakers. Don't get me wrong, he does have similarities with Jet the Hawk from Sonic Riders, but nothing with this guy. In terms of his abilities, he possesses what you expect: super speed, enhanced strength, reflexes,
the chaos power,
ability to harness chaos energy. Back in the beginning, Anti-Sonic was basically a negative bad Sonic from the backwards version of Sonic's Home, and was introduced in issue 11, way back in the Mickey Mouse days. People thought he wouldn't last, but evil Sonic returned here and there, and he became a favorite. Antoine beat him at one point. He'd suck at being bad. He got his ass kicked so many times. But these negative experiences stayed with him until one day he would get his payback in the most awesome way.
With Bunny.
50, he would get the classic doppelganger story.
He did sleep with Bunny.
Gold, but goes to show you that the writer started to care about his personality and his development, which eventually led to Scourge and him getting his own plot. I mean,
he was freaked out during that entire fight
and could deck Sonic alone. His power kept on rising and it went to his head. He realized he was better than Sonic, and in a nutshell, he kicks Sonic's ass, steals Sonic's girl, kicked the heroes out of their base, takes over the planet, and refers
but had to run away from Shadow because Shadow was broken.
Everyone. Now, if you wanted to write a classic comic book villain, an asshole villain, that's how you goddamn do it. Talk about Scourge.
Hell, the king.
Not even all the freedom fighters working together can handle Scourge, especially when he obtains his super form, which, if I may, is the most badass, as it is mimicking the bad boy 90s persona with the colors and jacket. And the only way Sonic won was when Scourge ran out of juice. I mean, if this dude can take on Sonic...
Well, they never fought when Sonic was Super Sonic, so this
is like Super Saiyan
form is kind of not.
Shadow was Super Saiyan 1s, if that makes sense to you power scalers. Scourge had some awesome arcs in the comic comics, and he was built up and protected over time. One of the most memorable arcs was the Prison Break arc. After his defeat by Sonic, he was
right, the Prison Break arc,
zone, which is literally the arc
I remember that.
Sonic world, where Scourge was a broken hedgehog. He lost his spirit, and this was great for his character development, giving him mental obstacles to overcome, but having a romance arc with Fiona as well. She built him up, and he was badass enough to break out of jail. This led to Scourge and the Scourge-Exe, which is a solid group that all have great designs and contribute to the team, Scourge's team, in some shape or form. If you had to summarize Scourge's legacy to Sonic fans, it would be a successful, fulfilling villain with charisma whose career just vanished. He was literally like the D-Generation X Shawn Michaels. He was a character who originally
oh, that is an apt description.
got his ass kicked, but over time, the fans loved him, the writers loved him, thanks to his attitude, until he did the impossible, broke away from Sonic, and became his own unique character with a dark, badass persona, having interesting arcs, including a romance arc, forming his own team, causing chaos for the heroes, and even becoming Super, another unique design which clobbered the cast. That is literally the story of an underdog who rose to the top and bathed in the glory, because he damn well could. All of that just literally was sent to the next dimension. A cliffhanger in the comics with Scourge on top, and then not long after, the Super Genesis wave. And that was it. Literally. We get fan comics, yes, but it's not the same, is it? And from there on, in every fan's mind, the fate of Scourge is left a mystery. Naturally, being a character stronger than Sonic, and presumably supersonic whilst in his super form, would you expect...
We don't actually know about that one.
Genesis Wave? I'll leave that up to you. But Scourge did appear on the cover of the best of Sonic the Hedgehog rivals, where a CGI model of Scourge that was made to be used on the cover was later cancelled, so perhaps there was something in the grapevine for his survival and a continuation of his story. Very interesting. There may be other sources with Scourge in now, but I haven't come across them yet. So long, Scourge.
Me neither, actually. I've been looking for some Scourge stuff.
All the odds and rose above Sonic, but has almost been forgotten over time, and I hope this video prevents that from happening.
That was a nice video from the Saiyan Scholar. Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed his conversation about Scourge the Hedgehog, because Scourge the Hedgehog was an interesting man, to say the least. He first started out as Sonic's rival, evil counterpart. Over time, he grew weaker and weaker as Sonic was stronger, but then as soon as he gained the power from the Master Inroad, he was able to pretty much outmatch Sonic in base form almost all of the time. Hell, he even went toe-to-toe with both Sonic and Shadow. Although, unfortunately, as I stated before, he had to run away when Shadow actually got serious, because unfortunately Shadow is way more broken than you would actually think. Like the game, the comics and the games like to make it seem like Sonic and Shadow are actual equals. No, most of the time, freaking Shadow is holding back, and I'm not even talking about him releasing his power rings. I'm talking about him holding back even in his base form, so he's not fighting. He's mostly never fighting at full strength in his base form with his power rings on. So yeah, it's always, it was fun watching Scourge face them both and actually winning, but let's face it, Rouge even told him that he needed to run as soon as Shadow was actually getting serious, and they literally had to take a warp ring to escape. So we've never seen Scourge actually fight Shadow when Shadow's being serious, but it's pretty much confirmed that Shadow is the strongest hedgehog in the Archie Comics, and pretty much he's the strongest in the games as well, although they have to make it so that he gets defeated by Sonic, because Sonic has more tenacity than Shadow, so of course Sonic beats Shadow a lot. But yeah, so this was a fun little watch. I normally don't do these types of things, but I thought, it was a new video, let's actually see what the Saiyan Scholar had to talk about Scourge. Well, anyways, guys, this has been Silver.Exe. I hope you guys all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time.